Please welcome the latest creation to Monster Jam, ready to smash the competition. It's Caleb Blood, it's Sparkle Smash! Edmonton, it's time to get loud. I want to hear you say it with me. This is Monster Jam! First up is the JCB Racing Competition. All 8 drivers are going to be competing in a time competition. It is Monster driver against the clock and the other teams. Now they have to navigate the track just right to achieve the fastest time. Each driver will have one chance to turn in their best run, and the truck with the fastest time will earn the racing victory. Now this is our driver's first chance at an 8 out of a possible 32 points towards this afternoon's overall event championship. So Edmonton, this is it. Who's ready for JCB Racing? First up, from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, it's Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. It's showtime! .500 for Weston Anderson in Gravedigger here in the JCB Racing Competition. That is going to be your time to beat in Monster Jam Racing. You can check out the action up on the video board, the Super Glue replay. What a great start by Weston Anderson and Gravedigger. But we're going to continue on in the competition. Coming up next, it's Joe Urey in Earthshaker. There you can see the time on the video board. It's an 11.333 for Joe Uri Inner Shaker. You see that super glue replay when he came around that final turn, came a little swirly in that corner again. Speed is not always your friend in the time racing competition, so sometimes you got to slow it down when you're coming down that straightaway. But nonetheless, Gravedigger Weston Anderson is still your time to beat. Let's continue on. Coming up next, it's Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. It's not a bad time, an 11.250 for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack. That'll currently put him in the second place spot here in the JCB racing competition. This final turn is where it's getting these drivers. The back end of these trucks are just swinging out on these Monster Jam superstars. Again, Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, the fastest time of the afternoon so far with a 10.500. Coming up next, ready to smash the competition, it's Kayla Blood, it's Sparkle Smash! $11.250 for Sparkle Smash, Kayla Blood. The same exact time as Jurassic Attack, Tim Hall Jr. So that'll put her in the third place spot. Because Jurassic Attack, Tim Hall Jr. got that time first, he will remain in second.
Take a look at that video board, Monster Jam fans. Gravedigger in the lead right now with the 10.500. The smoothest pass we've seen thus far. Holding down that second spot, Jurassic Attack with an 11.250. And like Matt said, Kayla Blood did get the same score, but because Jurassic Attack got it first, he will hold down that second spot. And of course, rounding out the fourth place spot is Earthshaker with an 11.333. We still have 4 more monster trucks left. Let's see if anyone else can get to those top spots.
Coming up next, he's making his Monster Jam debut. Please welcome Carson Williams in Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Nine, 6, 6, 7. That is your new time to beat in JCB Racing. Carson Williams with the fastest time of the afternoon. Coming up next, Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Time to beat's a 9.667. What a fast time. But for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco, he can do it. Let's find out. 10.625 for El Toro Loco Fernando Martinez. That will put him currently in the third place spot in JCB Racing. Coming up next from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Another fast time, 10.250 for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. That's going to currently put him in second place in JCB Racing. Our last driver to compete, please welcome Ashley Sanford Megalodon. A good run for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. That's an 11.083 in the competition. But unfortunately, it is not enough, which means your winner of the JCB Racing competition in his Monster Jam debut, and it's his first ever competition win. It's Carson Williams in Monster Mutt Rottweiler. You want to talk about making a statement? That is making a statement here in Monster Jam. When it's literally your debut, and he comes out and gets a victory.
Absolutely incredible. We've been talking about how this is your debut, and you come out here and you wipe out these other 7 Monster Jam superstars. Carson, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling absolutely ecstatic. My family's watching right now, so Mom and Dad, I love you so much. You know, Throttle Monster, they gave us great trucks to come out here and tear down this track. I can't think for a better team.
And speaking of team, we just saw them hug you. They were very excited, your crew chief and your teammates. They came out here to hug you, to congratulate you, because like we said, the competition is important, but the camaraderie and the family is even more important. Coming up next, we have the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. What can these fans look forward to seeing?
You know, we're going to see a lot of stoppies, a lot of wheelies. I'm personally going to trick out and try to do a stoppie for you fans.
All right, he said it. He's going to try out that stoppie. Monster Jam fans, make some noise one more time for your JCB Racing competition winner, Carson Williams, Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
What a way to start Monster Jam here this afternoon. We're going to take a look at the video board right now, and we're going to see where our drivers are standing towards the BKT Overall Event Championship. Monster Mutt Rottweiler, Carson Williams. Man, take a look at that board. You are currently sitting in first place towards the overall, followed by Devin Winfield and Velociraptor with 7, Weston Anderson and Gravedigger with 6, and Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco with 5. 2 Team Throttle Monster trucks are at the top of the board right now. But that was just the first competition, because coming up next is going to be the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. Each driver will have 2 attempts at their best moves in this competition. And you want to look for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, and moonwalks. Those are just some of the things you want to be looking for when it comes to this competition. And you can scan that QR code to go to judgeszone.com and score for this competition. Unisa will talk about that more in just a minute. But before we get there, I want to have some fun. The best part about what I do and Unisa does is we get to hang out with all of you Monster Jam fans and see all your Monster Jam fans. I'm between section 107 and 109 here, where all the fans are just hanging out here, and I'm hanging out with this Monster Jam fan here who's just having a great time. This is Tucker. And Tucker, you know, I said, I need a volunteer, and Tucker raised his hand right away. So here's what we're going to do, okay? We just saw racing, right? We just saw the racing competition. What we're going to do is we're going to look at the video board here, and we're going to pull this up. It's called the Truck and Pals race, okay? So there's 3 trucks you're going to see on the screen here. These 3 Monster Jam trucks, okay? It's El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, or Megalodon. Tucker, if you had to choose a truck right now to win, which truck do you want to see win right now?
Gravedigger.
Gravedigger? All right. He's chosen Gravedigger, so that's who he's going to pick. And fans here in the arena, you can choose as well. El Toro Loco is ready. Gravedigger is ready. And Megalodon is ready. So here we go. Oh, Gravedigger's got the early lead. Megalodon and El Toro Loco, they're right side by side. Can Gravedigger catch up? Can he catch up? Hey, Gravedigger did it, man. Nice job. High five. Nice job, man. Gravedigger is your winner. And guess what? For winning today, you're going to go home with this Truck and Pals Gravedigger. But this isn't just any Truck and Pals Gravedigger. This is signed by Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, too. So this is for you, man. Congratulations. I got to ask you one question. Are you ready for more Monster Jam?
Yeah.
All right, he's ready for more Monster Jam. Great Clips two-wheel skills action is up next. Coming up next is the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. We talked about the moves that you need to see, but it's now to find out how to score. Unisa, how can the fans get it all started here this afternoon?
All right. I need everyone inside of the arena right now to take out your cell phones. Go to judgeszone.com right now. Keep in mind that in a moment, you'll see up on that video board at the end of each one of these drivers' runs, you have 20 seconds to score. As soon as you go to judgeszone.com, go ahead and put in the code EDM, short for Edmonton. You'll see a BKT tire. At the end of the run, slide that BKT tire up or down, select your score, and don't forget to hit that submit button before scores are locked. We ask that you score accurately and fairly for all 8 of these Monster Jam superstars as well. Before we get started, Edmonton, I just have one question for you. Who is ready for the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge?
Coming up first, it's Joe Uri in Earthshaker. Joe Uri in Earthshaker, a nice popper in his first attempt.
Joe Uri, Earthshaker. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. If you didn't do it earlier, scan that QR code up on the video board. You have less than 20 seconds on the clock remaining to get that score in before scores are locked.
Joe Uri and Earthshaker, the first attempt was incredible, like a great popper. Popped it up on the nose and balanced it and walked it across. Here it is on the video board once again. Very nice. And just walked it down on the Monster Jam track. The second attempt, he went for the nose wheelie. Your scores are locked in. He's going to set that bar and set the score to beat. So we're going to check it out here on the video board. What will the score be for Joe Uri in Earthshaker here with the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. It's a 5.915 for Joe Uri in Earthshaker. But we still have more trucks to go. We're just getting started. Coming up next, ready to smash the competition, it's Caleb Blood. It's Sparkle Smash.
Make some noise one more time for Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. She still does qualify for that score at judgeszone.com, so make sure you get it in the last few seconds. As you saw, she did roll over, couldn't quite get the rotation on those tires, but still, go ahead and score.
Kayla Blood at Sparkle Smash on the nose, and the truck just went a little too far over and all the way over. Poor Sparkle Smash here in the Great Clips 2 Skills Challenge. Remember, only one out of the two attempts were completed, so keep that in mind when you're scoring at judgeszone.com. Tough break for Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash. Now the scores are going to come on the video board, and we're going to take a look here and see what the score is. What will it be? It's a 5.322 for Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash here in the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge. Again, that is a tough break for that young lady and that competitor. But she still has two more competitions to go here in the Great Clips two-wheel skills challenge.
Monster Jam fans, it's unfortunate that we just saw that out on the track. Like I said earlier, Kayla Blood has had some visibility issues, so I'm almost wondering if it was a little bit of a combination of the over-rotation of those BKT tires, as well as a little bit of a lack of visibility going forward. She might have thought that she needed to go ahead and pump the gas, but unfortunately she went a little too hard. Still managed, though, to get that truck back on all four tires now. I'll be back in the pits a little bit later to make sure that she'll be able to come back for the donut competition after halftime, as well as Monster Jam Freestyle. But sit tight, I'll have some news very soon.
Kayla Blood at Sparkle Smash, you know, they're going to check that truck out. You know, so we'll give us an update later on. It looks like right now that it is just some cosmetic body damage on that Monster Jam truck. But again, you got to go through a whole inspection of the truck after a process like that. So they're going to get that truck back to the pits. And again, we'll give you fans an update later on when it comes to Sparkle Smash. But we still have more trucks to go. 2 down, 6 to go. Coming up next, it's Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack.
Keep that applause going for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. And make sure you have that code scanned already on your phones because that clock starts ticking the moment that scoring is open. Make sure you get that score in right now at judgeszone.com.
Tim Hall Jr. on that first attempt went for the nose wheelie. Again, problems. You know, it is truck versus track here today. Definitely, it's sliding out from these Monster Jam drivers, but that second attempt was a great attempt by Tim Hall Jr. Remember, your score to beat is Joe Urian Earthshaker with a 5.915. The score for Tim Hall Jr. in Jurassic Attack is an 8.076 for Tim Hall Jr. Jurassic Attack. That is your new score to beat. Again, there's the video replay. Up on the nose, walked it back. A very nice job by Tim Hall Jr. Coming up next, it's Ashley Sanford in Megalodon. She will have one more attempt remaining. A nice nose wheelie to walk it up the pod. Ashley Sanford and Megalodon.
Put up those shark arms one time for Ashley Sanford. Megalodon. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. There's some time left on the clock. And keep in mind, Monster Jam fans, that all of these superstar scores lie right in your hands on your smartphones. So make sure you're scoring for each one of these superstars.
The first truck to get both attempts in this competition. A nice nose wheelie on the first attempt and a popper in the second one. Ashley Sanford and Megalodon, a nice job. The score to beat is Tim Hall Jr. Jurassic Attack with an 8.076. The score for Ashley Sanford and Megalodon is .062. That will currently put her in second place. Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
Take a look up at that video board right now. Quick recap. Jurassic Attack in the lead, which is wild because so far in this afternoon's event, it has been Team Throttle holding down that second place spot. And as Matt said, the only driver to have attempted and succeeded twice, 8.062. Rounding out the third and fourth spots are Earthshaker and Sparkle Smash. Just as a reminder, I will be in the pits to give you an update about Sparkle Smash very soon.
He won JCB Racing. Now can he win the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge? It's Carson Williams in Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Make some noise for Carson Williams, Monster Mutt Rottweiler, and go ahead and score at judgeszone.com. I don't know about you, but I was on the edge of my seat watching him really throw it down. He managed to make sure he stayed on those front two tires during his stoppie, but was that enough?
Carson Williams at Monster Mutt Rottweiler is really making an impression here today. Two great moves. Now, is it enough? Here's your score to beat is Jurassic Attack with an 8.076. The score for Monster Mutt Rottweiler is 8.222. Your new leader and new score to beat. Take a look at the video replay, the Super Glue replay. Up on the nose, Carson walked it across, brought it down, and a little bit of a bringing it back up at the end on that second attempt. That was a great move by Carson Williams here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. Making the impression this afternoon for sure. What a great overhead shot of this beautiful arena, the Rogers Place. And we still have more action to go. Coming up next, it's Devin Whitfield at Velociraptor.
Put your hands together for Devin Winfield, or Velociraptor, and go ahead and score at judgeszone.com. Like I said earlier, the scores lie in your hands, and when you are scoring, we saw earlier the criteria on the video board, make sure you keep in mind the verticality and how long they keep those tires up.
Devin Whitfield at Velociraptor. Again, a lot of drivers are struggling when they're coming down that slope. They're here in the Great Clips Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. But again, a nice second attempt with a nice popper and then walking it across. Scores are locked in. We're going to take it straight to the video board. 7.284 for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Monster Mutt Rottweiler still your score to beat. Edmonton, please welcome Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
I don't even need to tell you to clap those hands, but I do need to remind you to score right now at judgeszone.com. Gravedigger just threw it down. Make sure you get that score in. You got about 10 seconds left.
I'd like to say I'm surprised, but that is Weston Anderson. Edmonton gets allowed. Like, I'm speechless. Like, that was incredible. The barrel roll across all the way down. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Monster Mutt Rottweiler with an 8.222. The score for Weston Anderson and Gravedigger is... There's your new leader and new score to beat.
Let's check your battery real quick. Thank you, sir.
Coming up next, it's Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Tough score to beat. 9-6-7-7 score to beat.
for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. This is your final opportunity to score during the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. So make sure you go ahead and get those phones out right now while you still have some time left on the clock.
All right, that was pretty cool. Up on the nose, walks it back, get it in reverse, stands it on the tailgate, walks it all the way down. Fernando Martinez, you wouldn't think he's a rookie. Score to beat is Gravedigger with a 9.677. The score for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco is... oh, close. Well, that means your winner, Edmonton, is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
We're going to go up.
His 45th Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge win of 2024.
Weston, I couldn't even wait to get up here. I almost fell trying to get up here to congratulate you. How are you feeling taking home the second competition win this afternoon?
Man, it feels great. You know, that wasn't even on purpose at all. That's just me knocking the rust off. I haven't been in that truck in over a month and a half, so I made a little oopsie, and I made the best out of it, man.
Just like you do every single time. And speaking of doing the best, coming up, our third competition is the donut competition. So for fans who have never been able to see it or don't know what to expect, what can you tell them?
You know, it's kind of just like a donut in real life. I love eating them, and I love doing donuts, too. We're going to try and spin the truck around as fast as we can and hopefully get the highest score. Sometimes we end up flipping over because we go so fast. But, hey, y'all having fun at Monster Jam so far or what?
That's right. One more time for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger.
We've seen a lot of great action so far, Edmonton, and there's still so much more action to... Let's get it started with Ashley Sanford in Megalodon.
Sanford in Megalodon. And while you're clapping, keep in mind that that clock is ticking at judgeszone.com. If you don't have those phones out, get them out now while you still have some time on the clock to get that score in for Megalodon.
Very nice revolutions to get us started. Ashley Sanford in Megalodon, really turning it up on the track. Scores are locked in. She's going to set the bar. Let's find out what it is. 8.009, a great score to get us started. We're just getting started, though. Coming up next, it's Carson Williams and Monster Mutt Rottweiler.
Make some noise for Carson Williams, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. Once again showing off at his debut right here in Edmonton and looking to take home a great score. Make sure you get your score in right now at judgeszone.com.
Carson Williams and Monster Mutt Rottweiler, some very nice revolutions. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat is Megalodon with an 8.009. The score for Monster Mutt Rottweiler is 8.017, very close, but your new leader and new score to beat. Tim Hall Jr. at Jurassic Attack is ready to hit the track. Tim Hall Jr. Jurassic Attack will get us started with our next pairing here in the donut competition. Remember, your score to beat is Monster Mutt Rottweiler with an 8.017 in this competition. And he can get some really good donuts. So Tim Hall Jr., let's see what he's got.
Let me hear you get loud one time for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. The clock has started to tick down from 20 seconds, so make sure you scan that QR code ASAP to get that score in at judgeszone.com.
Some of these donuts are going to start to look the same, so you got to look for other differences, Monster Jam fans. If they did something special, if they did something different, is it enough? Because your scores are locked in. Let's check it out on the video board. 7.501 for Tim Hall Jr. Coming up next, it's Weston Anderson in Gravedigger.
Get loud again for Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. And go ahead and score at judgeszone.com. We saw speed, control, and multiple revolutions.
How many of you saw him took the steering wheel and put it out the window? No steering wheel after 2 revolutions. He completely detached it and had it hanging out the window. Weston Anderson, Gravedigger. Score to beat, Monster Mutt Rottweiler with an 8.017. The score for Gravedigger is there's your new leader. Ready to shake things off, it's Earthshaker Joe Uri.
Keep that applause going for Joe Uri, Earthshaker. And go ahead and score right now at judgeszone.com. As I've said earlier, each one of these superstars are counting on you, the fans, to score at judgeszone.com. So make sure those phones are always ready.
Were those the fastest donuts of the afternoon? Man, those are some pretty fast donuts. Their scores are locked in. And we're going to check it out on the board. 8.674, that'll put him in second place here in this competition. We still have more trucks to go. Up next, it's Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco.
Again for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Go ahead and score at judgeszone.com for Fernando, especially because we saw so much smoke blowing out of that great old bull.
Looks like Fernando may be a little dizzy after his run. Your scores are in. Your score to beat is Gravedigger with a 9.099. The score for El Toro Loco is, oh, so close, an 8.925 for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Last truck to compete, it's Devin Winfield and Velociraptor.
Give it up one more time for Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. Monster Jam fans, I don't need to tell you, you know the drill. Make sure you go to judgeszone.com at the end of each one of these runs and get that score in.
Devin Winfield, the Velociraptor, steering wheel out the window. A nice job in the donut competition with some great Monster Jam donuts. Now, was it enough? Because your scores are locked in, and we're going to check it out on the video board. 7.763 for Devin Winfield and Velociraptor, which means your winner is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Weston Anderson in Gravedigger gets the donut victory, his 17th donut win of 2024. And that puts him in a pretty good place right now. That'll put him in first place for the overall event championship. But Edmonton, there he is. Make some noise for Weston Anderson at Gravedigger.
Weston, I just get so excited when you win. I almost fall every time I come up here. What a privilege it is to interview you a second time in this afternoon's competition. I heard this is your 17th win. How are you feeling?
Man, I feel great, especially after not driving the truck for as long as I did. I couldn't have asked for a better event so far, and we ain't even done yet. I know all these Monster Jam fans know what's next, and it's my personal favorite competition, Monster Jam Freestyle, baby.
That's right. Now, Monster Jam fans, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but just know this is the part of the competition where you do not want to miss what any of these Monster Jam superstars do. I know Weston has to go ahead and get ready to show off and show out, but please give it up one more time for your donut competition winner, Gravedigger.
Check out the video board right now. We're going to take a look at the overall event leaderboard. Gravedigger Weston Anderson now has 22 points, a 3-point lead over Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco and Carson Williams, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. And then Velociraptor with 13 points. And it's still anybody's game because things could change drastically if something was to happen with Gravedigger's truck out here in freestyle. So make sure you're scoring accurately and fairly for our next competition, which Weston talked about is Monster Jam Freestyle. Each driver is going to come out here and they're going to have 60 seconds on the clock to complete their best freestyle run. And you want to see them use all the obstacles, creativity, wow factor, technical moves, and combinations. Now, each Monster Jam truck must complete 15 seconds of their run or more to qualify for a score. If they do not, they will not be eligible for a score. And basically, you get a 0 for that run. And again, score accurately or fairly at judgeszone.com. But before we get to freestyle Monster Jam fans, you know, here this afternoon, we've been hanging out with some of the individual Monster Jam fans, but I love when we can do group things too. And this next thing, it's going to be a group thing. So I want you to take a look at the video board here. This is called the Monster Jam Helmet Shuffle. Now, the goal is to follow the trophy and figure out where the helmet lands, where the trophy lands underneath the helmet. So keep your eyes on the video board, Monster Jam fans, because here we go. Which one is it? Is it number 1? Is it number 2? Or is it number 3? Let's find out. It's not number 1. It was number 2. Yeah, Monster Jam Freestyle is going to be coming up next. Each driver is going to have 60 seconds on the clock to turn in their best freestyle performance, and you can score at judgeszone.com. Remember to use all the obstacles, creativity, wow factor, technical moves, and combinations. That's what you're looking for.
Jam fans, it is time for the fourth and final competition of the evening. But first, I need everyone to help me out. I need you to take out your cell phones right now and turn on your flashlights, and I need you to follow my lead. Ready? We're going to hold them up, down, up, down, up, down. That's right. Stay with the beat of the music. That's right, Edmonton. It's time for the pinnacle of tonight's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle. Make some noise for Ashley Sanford, Megalodon, really coming up there and spinning on her head for a second. I didn't know Ashley could break dance, but one thing I do know is that it's time for you all to go ahead to judgeszone.com to get that score in for Megalodon.
Ashley Sanford and Megalodon had a great freestyle coming. A nice job. You know, up on her side and really just lighting it up in the freestyle competition. Just hitting all the obstacles. And right there, she was on the tailgate, hit the gas a little bit too much, and the truck did like almost a pirouette and then flipped over on its side. Scores are locked in. We're going to take a look at the video board here. It's a 7.860 for Ashley Sanford in Megalodon in the freestyle competition. There's a replay on the video board, sticking it straight on the tailgate, and right there is what she got into trouble. On the tailgate, and just right to her left rear BKT tire caught too much and just spin the truck all the way around and unfortunately turned it on its side. But it was a great freestyle run and a great way to start it off. Tim Hall Jr. Jurassic Attack is up next.
Give it up for Tim Hall Jr., Jurassic Attack. Really showing us how it's done, walking it out during his freestyle and showing how vertical this truck can stand and for how long on those BKT tires. Go ahead and score for Tim Hall Jr. right now at judgeszone.com.
Tim Hall Jr. had great momentum that whole run. Literally carried it all the way around, hitting all the obstacles. The great nose wheelie into perfect balance. A nice job. Your scores are locked. And we're going to see it on the video board. 8.348, your new leader, a new score to beat, is Tim Hall Jr. and Jurassic Attack. Carson Williams and Monster Mutt Rottweiler is up next.
For Carson Williams, one more time, Monster Mutt Rottweiler. As we said before, each one of these drivers is counting on you, the fans, to score at judgeszone.com. There's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Carson Williams and Monster Mutt Rottweiler. What a debut. I mean, absolutely phenomenal was Carson Williams and Monster Mutt Rottweiler in the freestyle competition. Just his whole day and the whole debut. There he is. Make some noise. Your scores are locked in. We're going to check it out on the video board. 7.740. That's a good score. That'll currently put him in third place in the freestyle competition.
All right, I need someone to volunteer. All right, here's what you're going to do. You got a great voice for me? Okay, I need you to say, I'm going to point the microphone over for you, okay? You're going to say, something up next.
What a run. Let's give it up for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. That was an incredible run for Fernando Martinez. He really came out to make a statement here in the freestyle competition, and he absolutely did. Your score to beat is Jurassic Attack with an 8.348. The score for El Toro Loco is what a great score.
All right, Monster Jam fans, give it up for our next Monster Jam superstar, Joe Uri, driving Earthshaker.
"21 seconds left on the clock for Joe Uri in Earthshaker." We're going to see if he's going to be able to continue. He had a little bit of a hard landing there. He's unstrapped. That's going to be the end of his run. Give it up and make some noise for Joe Uri in Earthshaker. That's a tough break.
Monster Jam fans, you want to make sure that you go ahead to judgeszone.com for Joe Uri. Although he did not complete his full freestyle run, he does still qualify for that score at judgeszone.com.
Again, you know, a tough break for Joe Uri and Earthshaker. And, I mean, just looks like might have hit the back of the shocks there in his run. Your scores are locked in for Joe Uri and Earthshaker. It's a 6.697. It'll put him currently in fifth place. But, again, tough break for Joe Uri and Earthshaker here this afternoon.
Take a look up at the video board right now. During the freestyle competition, we have El Toro Loco, who has made his way all the way to the lead with a 9.464. He scored the best so far during freestyle, but right on his tail end is Jurassic Attack with an 8.348. Megalodon holding down that third spot. Monster Mutt Rottweiler also in the sevens, and Earthshaker with a 6.697. We still have a few more Monster Jam trucks that are going to come out onto the track. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that Sparkle Smash can come back, but in the back, her crew chiefs are working very diligently to get that truck up and running.
Check out the video board, Monster Jam fans, and this is a puzzle here. We want you to see if you can figure out who it is. Let me hear you make some noise if you think you know who it is. Who is it? I hear some answers. And the answer, if you said it, was Megalodon.
All right, Monster Jam fans, naming that truck was really fun, but I personally love trivia. We love learning new things about Monster Jam superstars, so let's take a look up at the video board to see what our trivia question is. Ooh, we said it quite a few times, so let's see who was listening. How much does a Monster Jam truck weigh? Is it A, 2,000 pounds, B, 6,000 pounds, C, 12,000 pounds, or D, 25,000 pounds? Now, on the count of 3, I need everyone out in the stands to tell me if they think it was A, B, C, or D. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. How much does a Monster Jam truck weigh? The answer is correct. You were right if you said C, 12,000 pounds.
Up next, it's Devin Whitfield and Velociraptor.
Make some noise for Devin Winfield, Velociraptor. And go ahead right now to judgeszone.com to make sure you get that score in.
Devin Whitfield and Velociraptor had a great freestyle run. Again, attacking all the obstacles, great momentum, and hitting everything around the track. A very nice job here in the freestyle competition. Is it enough to put them in the top spot? That is what you're going to decide and let us know right now with Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. So keep your eyes up on the big screen. Scores are locked in. We're going to check it out. It's a 6.806 for Devin Winfield in Velociraptor. Edmonton. Who's ready for the black and green wrecking machine?
Jackson in Gravedigger. And while you're clapping, make sure you are typing in that score right now at judgeszone.com.
Can we talk about the huge air? Like, unbelievable. Weston Anderson and Gravedigger just annihilating the Monster Jam track. That was an incredible run. Scores are in. Your score to beat is El Toro Loco with a 9.464. The score for Gravedigger is 9.221. The Clay Tournament second place. But Edmonton, do you want to see Sparkle Smash?
Make sure to hold up as high as you can.
Edmonton, make some noise one more time for Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. She threw it down for you because she was excited to finally come back on out here and really show what she can do. Go ahead, this is your final opportunity to score at judgeszone.com.
Edmonton, can you do me a favor? Those technicians in the back worked really hard to get Sparkle Smash fixed for you fans. Can you make some noise for those technicians back there behind the scenes? Your scores are locked in. Let's take it up to the video board. 8.729, that'll put her in third place, a good score. Which means your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle is El Toro Loco. Now, that's 8 points towards the overall event championship. Is that enough? Let's take a look at the video board. 6 in JCB Racing, 8 in Skills and Donuts, 7 in Freestyle. A total of 29 points. Your overall event champion this afternoon is Weston Anderson in Gravedigger. Edmonton, give it up and make some noise for your overall event champion this afternoon. It is Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, his 27th. His 47th overall event championship here this year in 2024.
Wow, Weston, you took home this first overall event champion for the first time this weekend. These other competitors really threw it down, but what do you think really sets you apart from everyone else?
Man, I think it's the red headlights. You know, I got to give it to every single one of these males and females out here, these athletes. They absolutely threw it down for not being in a monster truck for as long as they have been, and it feels amazing to have the hardware, have the win under my belt tonight. Hopefully we can get 2 more for the rest of the weekend.
That's right. Monster Jam fans, I'm very excited to be up here with Weston Anderson because for those that don't know, he is the youngest Anderson, and some might even say he might be better than his older brothers. What do you think?
You know, if they come into the arena and they want a piece of me, I tell them to bring it. Come on, baby. We're going to take this gravedigger and dig you guys a grave. But, hey, as long as these fans out here in Edmonton today had fun, I had fun, man. That's all that matters. They've supported my family for 44 years, day in and day out, and that's the reason why Monster Jam is as big as it is today, and Gravedigger's even bigger, baby. Thank you, guys.
That's right. One more time for Weston Anderson, but also I have a special driver right here. This is your Monster Jam Freestyle competition winner, Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco. Now, Fernando, you took home the freestyle competition win. You really threw it down on this track. I haven't had the privilege of seeing you come out here in person in quite some time. What do you think you've learned so far on your journey here at Monster Jam?
All I learned is to open this brain up and toss it right outside the window. Yesterday in practice, all I was doing was overthinking. Today, I saw the people in Edmonton, all their beautiful, beautiful faces, and I said, I gotta throw down for freestyle. There's no backflip here. That means it's anyone's game. So we threw down, baby. El Toro Loco loves you guys so much, and we can't wait to do it more.
One more time again for Fernando Martinez, your winner of Monster Jam Freestyle.
Congratulations to our overall event champion, Weston Anderson and Gravedigger, and Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco, his first freestyle of the year this year. On your way out today, make sure you stop by the official Monster Jam merchandise stands for all that great gear. On behalf of Fellow Entertainment and Monster Jam, we hope you fans had a great time. Thanks to Unisa Cruz. My name's Matt Isbell, but Edmonton, before I let you go, there's one more thing I gotta say, and that was Monster Jam! We'll see you next time.